Hey guys, it's Comic Uno. Today I'm doing Uncanny X-Men, the final issue of Uncanny X-Men, issue 544, and it's been going on for such a long time, years and years, Uncanny X-Men, and I had to pick up the final issue just to see what's going on. Even though I probably won't pick up Uncanny X-Men for the next series, I'm probably going to pick up Wolverine and the X-Men, just because I like the characters a little bit better in that series. But I definitely want to pick up the last issue, see what's going on. And it's the last issue of such a long series, and I thought it could be interesting. And also, really like the cover for this. Again, see the old X-Men, Jean Grey, Angel, Iceman, Cyclops, and Beast in this issue. Just seeing that whole entire old team going on, and then Scott walking away from it. So let's see what's going on in this issue. Really, I think this issue is about Scott having closure with the past of the X-Men because of the whole schism thing going on. He's leaving what the X-Men used to be about gifted youngsters. Now it's more of like battling people, and he's kind of leaving his past, and it shows that he's leaving his past of what the X-Men used to be, and that's pretty much what the whole issue's about. And really nice picture over here showing like the past. Iceman's like in the issue says, "It's been a long road here. Do you remember the time we..." "Sure I do." And then he just remembers everything that's happened. You remember all the times of what happened in the X-Men, what happened in 544 issues of Uncanny X-Men. And he says a lot happened. And so, like I said, the whole issue is really him saying goodbye to his past and going to better or worse future. I'm going to see if anything really happened in the last part. In the end, he just says to Emma, cause Emma says to him, "So what are you doing here? Why are you taking all these pictures down?" He says, "Closure. They've all gone back to school. I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that?" He says, "I feel like I finally graduated." So now he's done with the X-Men school. Yeah, school and the whole entire Xavier school, and now he's making his own team, making his own X-Men. He's making his own decisions, I guess, and like I said, we'll have to see if it's for the better or the worse. And definitely closure, and here's the things you could pick up. Either you're on Uncanny X-Men side or the Wolverine and X-Men side. For me, I'm going to be picking up Wolverine and X-Men. For some of you, you might be picking up both if you're a really great X-Men fan. Or you might just want to be picking up Uncanny X-Men. But for me, like I said, I'm probably just going to pick up Wolverine and X-Men. But if really the Uncanny X-Men gets really good reviews and stuff, maybe I'll pick up Uncanny X-Men. Who knows? But I thought this issue was moderate. I thought it was a good ending for Scott, I guess. Him saying, "Oh, closure." I would say this was a good closure issue for Scott. Him saying goodbye to stuff, even though I felt like this issue should have been more about all the X-Men. I think that's what mostly my problem was in this issue. Was I felt this issue should have been more about the X-Men than just Scott. It was oh, really, actually, it was just him saying goodbye to some people and him having some memories. But Uncanny X-Men wasn't just all about Scott. The final issue shouldn't just been about Scott. It's about a team, and I thought maybe it should have been more about having the memories of the team and everyone's point of view of everyone leaving. I mean, yes, we had the whole X-Men Regenerous one shot of everyone picking their teams, but it should have been everyone leaving, everyone having memories from this whole entire team, because, like I said, this is the final issue. I mean, yes, they're trying to going into a new story. This issue is supposed to be going into a new story for the Uncanny X-Men issue 1, but it should have been also 544 issues have been over. It should have been closure for the whole team, not just one person, because of this whole schism. If a different series had ended for a team, it would have been about the whole team saying goodbye to what X-Men used to be about. Because, everyone's life changed because of this whole schism thing going on, not just Scott's. Yes, it could have been a lot about Scott, but it could have been a lot about what other people felt about it also. But, so that was my opinion of what was bad in the issue. Also, not loving the art for this issue. People's faces in it. Let me try to get a good picture of that. I think the best picture was of Bobby's, like, I don't know, I don't like the facial expressions of people in this. I mean, I like the art, but I don't like the facial expressions they make. It just doesn't fit what they're saying, so I don't like that part of the art. But it's like I said, it's a good issue for Scott, but I felt like it should have been a good issue for all the X-Men. So I give this issue a 3.5. I think it's worth picking up if you're a Scott fan. Not a big Scott fan, but I'm glad I picked up the issue. I wouldn't have said I wouldn't want to pick it up because I liked reading what Scott felt, but to make this a 5-star issue for me, it would have been better if everyone said their goodbyes. But that's just my opinion. So again, if you're not a Scott fan, you definitely don't want to pick this up. But if you are a Scott fan or moderately like Scott, then pick this issue up. And I say 3.5 stars. My opinion, I would pick it up. So this is Comic Uno, and I hope you enjoyed. See you guys.